Welcome to the KHEA Kitchen Holiday Edition. I'm Gardy. This is my beautiful wife, Jennifer.
Hey.
She is going to be helping out today. I'm excited. This is the holiday Thanksgiving time. What else do you think of when it comes to food when you think of Thanksgiving? I think of turkey. Maybe you think of turkey too. Today, we're going to be cooking a turkey. I've cooked one turkey in my life, and it turned out amazing. So this is going to be the first step. I've already kind of prepped some of this stuff so far, but this was covered up. You know, you get it from the store. It's a little under 7 pounds. I tried to get a small one because honestly, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Today, like most things at KHEA, we're going to be winging it. So I'm going to go through the ingredients real quick. We have some onions. We have butter. I think we're using some Kerrygold butter. Dr. Chapa would be happy about that. We got celery, potatoes, apple. We have some lemon, onions, and orange. I eat all of those things. I'm not really that big a fan of celery, but I'm going to be eating it today, and it's going to be in this recipe. Obviously, we got our turkey, and then we have some spices. You're going to need some twine, and I'm going to show you exactly what that's for later. I don't claim to be a chef.
Never used that before.
Twine, have you ever cooked or eaten twine? Maybe on accident.
Eaten it? No.
All right, so first things first. Again, we already took the turkey out of the packaging. Make sure that you're very careful. We had to defrost this in the refrigerator for a day. So right now I'm going to move this to this plate right here so I can put some of these ingredients in the bottom of the tray that we're going to be cooking this in. So right now I'm just going to put some celery in the bottom. Going to kind of line it up a little bit.
And that's because we don't have a traditional roasting pan with the wire rack inside. So this keeps it up off the bottom of the heat a little bit.
I guess it elevates it a bit, and so maybe some heat can get in there, and I'm sure some of the like the flavors and everything else. So right now I'm cutting some potato. These would be really good for some French fries. That's not what it's going to be for today. So we're just going to cut some and kind of line that bottom. So that way it'll elevate it and then just be able to cook with it. Whenever I'm cooking, it's kind of like, again, winging it, like everything at KHEA. I don't know how you cook. Let me know. If you're watching this, let me know. Whenever you cook, are you someone who follows the recipe exactly?
We are working with the recipe, but we're not married to the recipe.
No.
But I think that makes it more fun.
Yeah. So again, cutting some orange slices, going to stick some of this stuff. And if this pan is too small, then I'm just going to move some of this out. Like there's a lot of potato in here, so I'm just going to remove some of this potato and maybe some of this celery so I can get some of this other stuff like the orange in there.
More flavor.
Yeah, because that, to me, that has more flavor than a potato. Then we are going to use some of the onion.
Mm-hmm. That should be good. And the salt and pepper here.
Yeah. And then after we cut all this up and kind of put this in the bottom, I'm definitely going to put some salt and pepper on top of these ingredients that are kind of going in here in the bottom. All right. And that looks good.
Yeah, that should be enough.
You want to get a shot of that. So I'm going to kind of rinse off my hands and wash them. Before we started, we definitely washed our hands. I'm not a chef. I don't claim to be a chef, but I do enjoy eating, and I claim to be a professional eater. I've been to a lot of amazing restaurants, and today we're in the KHEA Kitchen where we're making it happen. So we're going to put some salt and pepper just in the bottom of this pan. Is that what it's called? What would this be called?
It's a baking dish.
It's a baking dish. Mm-hmm.
Because technically all of that can still be eaten. I mean, if anybody wants to add any of that to their Thanksgiving plate.
Yep. So that's some pepper in there. Throwing some salt in the vegetables.
Perfect.
Makes it fun. All right. The next thing that we are going to do is move our turkey. Again, this is a little bit under 7 pounds. We're going to move this little guy back on top of the vegetables, and he fits in there.
Pretty.
Really nice. So he's good to go. All right, the next thing that we're going to try and do is
herb butter.
You want to make and melt the herb butter?
Sure. Tell them what we're adding here.
Yeah, so this is rosemary, and we have some rub sage. And are we adding this one too?
Mm-hmm. It's thyme.
This one is some thyme. I always say thyme because that's how it's spelled, but that's not it. So this we just guessed. Hey, we're going to rub some butter on the top, and we're going to put that in the microwave so that way it'll melt, and you just kind of have to watch it. And I'm going to go ahead and start cutting some lemons and some apples. So that way I can stuff these inside of the turkey. So I'm going to cut these in slices. Whenever I was little, playing Little League, you always look forward to orange slices as a kid. No one's looking forward to lemon slices.
True.
Unless you're a turkey and your call was to be Thanksgiving dish. So what I'm going to do is put in a couple pieces of lemon, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this apple. So that way, it'll be kind of stacked. And Jennifer, you went ahead and did the herb butter.
Smells really good.
Looks good. I just drink that. I think, speaking of Dr. Chapo again, he's going to be on KHEA on Tuesday, so make sure that you tune in. He's a big fan of butter. He's a big fan of fats, and it helps keep you full, at least feeling full, right?
A little bit of this.
So we got some apple slices.
Salt in there too.
I'm going to cut these a little bit down so I can throw some of these in here. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for taking the time. I'm excited. We've never done this before, but if this is something that you like, let me know because we could potentially keep doing it. All right, so we cut some fruit, and I'm going to go ahead and take some onion that we have diced, and I'm going to drop it in there. So far we got lemon, we got apple, and I'm going to throw some onion in there. Now I'm going to throw some more lemon, so it's kind of stacked. And I'm just squeeze some out, just because why not? The lemon juice. I was a big fan of watching Emerald whenever I was a kid.
Bam.
And I've talked to you about this before. Whenever he, turducken, whenever he cooks Thanksgiving, that's one of the first things I ever saw. It was turducken.
I don't know if we're good enough for that yet. We'll have to try that next year.
Turkey duck chicken. So throw some onions in there.
I know you made my mom try one year.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna throw some more apple in there. He's pretty stuffed. And I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, so he can breathe, you know? Is it weird shoving food inside of an animal that we're gonna be cooking?
You can save some of that to garnish the plate later too. That's if you want.
Yeah. So we got much stuff in there. And Jennifer, you're gonna go ahead and
baste it?
Baste that bad boy. Let's do this. I'm gonna wash my hands. So that's just some of the herbs and spices getting painted on the turkey.
Which this is probably going to be part of what you like, because you like to eat the skin. I don't like to eat the skin as much.
I like the dark meat too. Yeah. It seems people stick to what they like. I've never met anybody that's like, I'll take a piece of dark and I'll take a piece of
It's true. I don't like,
Traditionally, myself, if I'm eating turkey, I like fried turkey. And I was talking to someone the other day. Why don't they bread it like a piece of fried chicken?
True.
And then you just
like the whole thing?
Yes.
One whole?
Yeah. And the gentleman I was talking to said, well, you'd probably have to pre-cook it first. So if you smoked it,
I'm making a mess.
Smoke it for a bit, and then you take it out, you bread it, and then you can fry it.
Okay, you want to just pour the rest over?
Well, yeah, it looks pretty covered. Did you get some of the sides?
Try. Oh, underneath, yeah.
Why not? That's the parts that I would like. The legs.
You're looking out for yourself right now.
I'm being a little selfish right now.
You and Kellen.
So let me know if you're watching.
Turn it around.
Yeah, if you're watching right now, who's cooking the turkey? Who traditionally cooks the turkey? Is it you? Someone else in your family? I'll order it.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you order it? My mom would order them sometimes, depending on how busy the year was or how many people were coming to eat that year.
Yeah, shout out to some of these local caterers like Robinette, Chef Mary Bass. We got Chef Jimmy, and there's a ton more like Texas Pit Stop Barbecue. They're our good friends, and I know they're doing some Thanksgiving items and dishes as well. So here we have some more spices, and I am just going to go ahead and put some salt and pepper. This is some Kellen's salt and pepper blend. My wife got this for me for a present one year, and I'm just going to put this a little bit on top because I'm the kind of person who thinks that you can't over season, and you probably can, but I just want it covered. I want the whole thing covered. So that's a little bit of salt and pepper. And then I'm going to put some garlic salt on there. And make sure I get it on the stuffing. Well, it's not really stuffing, but he's stuffed with items.
Stuffed with stuff.
With love. He's stuffed with love. And then I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some onions and some other stuff on top and just put it around.
Yeah, and you can use any of the rest of the seasoning. Then some of the Cajun, I know, because you like that.
I do. I got some Chef Tony's Cajun seasoning. You can
some more of the thyme.
Drop some thyme on there. I got a little thyme to cook a turkey. Now, when it comes to cooking times, that's an interesting topic because there's a couple of different sources that I looked for to see how long to cook a turkey, and it goes anywhere from 13 to 20 minutes is what I've seen. So 13 to 20 minutes to cook per pound. So this turkey is a little under 7 pounds, and I'll probably cook anywhere from an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. What you're going to want to do is check the internal temperature. I believe it's 160 degrees. If you have a thermometer, you can just stick that in there and you know whenever it is safe to eat. So I think the only thing that we have left to do is I'm going to throw some Tony's on there because I like the spice. Other than that, it's good to go. But I'm not going to waste this butter. I'm just going to pour it on. Pour it inside. Just brush it out.
I was about to say, it definitely looks prettier when you baste it.
Yeah, he looks good. Handsome turkey.
Awesome.
All right, and we have some twine that we are just going to tie the legs together with. So that way, nothing falls out. It kind of elevates it as well. That's just my guess. I'm not a chef, but if I had to guess, that's why. And I think it looks good whenever it comes out. If you take a picture, it's like, why do they have that? And it's like, you wouldn't understand. You're not
have to ask
KHEA
Mary.
trained. Ask a real chef. I'm doing this because you're going to be like, man, if Gardy can do it, anybody can do it. So what we're going to do is the oven has been preheated a bit, but we're going to go to 325. And we're going to go ahead and get that set in there.
Oh, we forgot.
So that way it is.
Actually, let's do one more thing. Let's put the butter underneath the skin on the top.
That's right.
So that just lets it kind of sink down through that white meat so it doesn't dry out because it's going to cook on the top.
All right, so here we got our butter knife right here. And I'm just going to cut a bit of these. It's right there. I'm just eyeballing it.
Can we turn the oven on?
Yeah, turn it on 325, which it has been heated a bit. So it should kick right back up there. So this is a trick that I didn't come up with. I don't know what it does, but it just makes sense. The more butter, the better.
The recipe that we are going off of, this was a step. So
could you hand me that butter?
Yes, I can.
So it just, if you take your hands, you can actually just tear right here over there where the breast is, and you just slide butter under there. And I'm trying to push it pretty far back, and then hand me the other two. It's
definitely going to help it stay moist because the meat on the top is going to cook. Sometimes the white meat gets more dry. I mean, I know that's why you don't prefer it as much.
Yeah, I don't like it. I would rather have the moistness, the darkness.
A tip that I saw is like halfway through the cooking, if you think it's starting to brown too much on the top, that you can just drape a piece of foil just kind of halfway over the top of the bird. And apparently that helps from letting it dry out on the top. So.
All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this bird in the oven. And then we are going to take a quick break. Shout out to one of our sponsors, and we're going to be able to show you what the finished product looks like. So we'll be right back after we take a quick look at our sponsors, and we're going to have a finished turkey.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Kovich, owner of Furniture Zone in Dickinson, Texas. We are a local family-owned and operated furniture store located at 2350 Dickinson Avenue, Dickinson, Texas. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can visit our website at FurnitureZoneTX.com. We would love to help you furnish your home for less.
Ron Carter League City is conveniently located right off of Interstate I-45 at exit 19. They have a huge selection of everything that you're looking for. Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. They also have a humongous used inventory. Visit RonCarterLeagueCity.com. Visit Ron Carter in League City today. So believe it or not, this entire cooked turkey happened in those 2 commercial breaks. Again, shout out to our friends. This was a turkey that was pre-prepared that we cooked the exact same way. This is how it came out, and I think it came out really good. Here's the twine, so you can show off to your friends. I'm going to cut it, and not much is going to happen, but it looks good.
Now it's officially done.
Now the turkey is done. So you can't have Thanksgiving without a delicious turkey. And we also had some of these extra oranges and apples, so we decided
Garnish the
to
plate.
garnish it. But I'm just going to want to eat it. So make sure that you let me know if you enjoyed watching this. Tune back in all week because we're going to be coming to you live from the KHEA Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you, Jennifer.
Absolutely. It was fun.
Y'all be blessed.